So students, next chapter we are going to read linear equation in two variables. This is chapter 4 of Cbse class 9. Okay. So first of all we'll be starting with what we are going to read into this chapter. So we are going to start with a small introduction, and then we will be reading about what are linear equations, what are linear equations. Number 3 will be reading about how to find the solution of linear equation. We will then quickly move on to graphical solution of linear equation, which we call as graphical solution of linear equation. This will also be in two variables, and then we will move on to equations of line equations of lines parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Maximum students will get confused into it. Why? Because this requires concept. Your concept for the first 4 parts is not ready, is not okay, up to the mark. You will be really confused into this. Okay, so we'll be starting with the introduction part. The introduction here merely will merely talk about constants, variables, powers, and algebraic expression, which we have read in polynomials, right? We read a chapter polynomials, and there we read about constants, variables, powers or exponents, or powers, and algebraic expression. So let's talk about this. We'll just zip through with constants. Okay, so with all these terms, okay, with a very small equation, I'm giving an equation 2x square plus 5y cube plus 9z cube is equal to 10. Okay, so here what is a constant? So here this 10 is a constant. This equation can also be written as, which implies 2x square plus 5y cube plus 9z cube minus 10 is equal to 0. So here this minus 10 will be your constant. Okay, now variables. What are variables? We are using 3 variables, x, y, and z. So we are having total 3 variables out here. Okay, so we are having 3 variables. Let's talk about the powers. So the power of x is 2, the power of y is 3, the power of z is 3, okay, which we call as cube. Okay, now powers we did. Okay, next was the coefficient. So the coefficient of x square is 2. the coefficient of y cube is 3 and the coefficient of z cube is 9. Okay, if this would have been minus 9z cube, then the coefficient of z cube would have been minus 9. So I hope you people can recall it. Okay, so let's start with the concepts. Means now we will be talking about the linear equation, okay, and its concepts. Okay, so we'll be first starting with some definitions. Okay, so number A, what is an equation? What is an equation? So if we want to define an equation, so an equation can be written as an equation is a statement of equality. I'm underlining equality, I'll explain you. An equation is a statement of equality of two algebraic expressions involving one or more variables. This simply means that we can have two equations, okay? We can have two expressions. The expressions can be written as, suppose the equations can be written as 4x minus 20y is equal to 86. One more equation, 3 by 2x plus 5y is equal to 9. So these are the two equations. So it is a statement of equality of two algebraic expressions. So you got two algebraic expressions. Statement of equality means you will get one value of x and one value of y. This value of x and y will satisfy both the equation. So it is a statement of equality involving, this could have been only one variable, 4x square plus 2x is equal to 86, 3x square plus 9x square is equal to 20, suppose. Okay, so we got these two expressions in one variable. Now we got these two expressions in two variable that I've shown over here. Okay, so this was one, what is an equation. After this, I'll be giving you equations of one variable. I'll be showing you some examples. Number B, equation in one variable. I can give you several examples on this. 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 is one equation, okay, with one variable. Okay, y cube minus 8 is equal to 0 is an equation with one variable. 3t minus 6 is equal to 0, it's an equation with one variable. T square plus 2t minus 6 is equal to 0, this is an equation in one variable. X square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0, it's an equation in one variable. Okay, so now the next we will be coming on to what is a linear equation. So linear equation is defined as an equation involving only linear polynomial. What is the meaning of linear polynomial? Linear polynomial means that the power will be 1, not the power, the degree will be 1. Degree will be 1. Okay, so if you recollect what was degree, degree is the highest power of an equation. In an equation, the highest power. So here the highest power is 2. So this is not a linear equation. So this is not a linear equation. Understood? Okay, so the power has to be specifically 1. Here this is a linear equation, this is not a linear equation, not a linear equation. Why? Because the power is 3. The power is 3. Okay, linear equation, not a linear equation. Why? The power is 2. Okay, students, suppose I am having an example. This example is x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. So what is it? Is this a linear equation or not? So let's solve it. How to understand? Implies this was x by 1, this is 1 by x. We'll be taking LCM. Once we go to take LCM, we find that x by 1 na? So x divided by 1 gives you x, x into x gives you x square, and this is there plus 1 is equal to 2. Now this implies that x square plus 1 is equal to 2x. So what is the degree? The degree is 2, and hence it is not a linear equation. This is not a linear equation. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, so and to this chapter we'll be solving only linear equations and not quadratic equations. Okay, so the very next part we'll be having is number D, which we call it as solution of a linear equation. I am writing it out for you people because this is a major concept. What is the solution of a linear equation? It is the value of a variable. Value of a variable, and this variable is unknown to you. Value of a variable which, if substituted in the equation will make both sides of equation equal only. It will make both sides equal. Okay, suppose I have an example. The example says that 3x plus 11 is equal to 20. So I've got this value. Okay, this equation here. By solving we got that x is equal to 3. If x is equal to 3, if x is equal to 3 is substituted in the equation, then let's see what's happened. 3 into 3, because for x I've given 3. Okay, so 3 into 3 plus 11 is equal to 20, right? 3 3s are 9 plus 11, you see. Both the sides are equal. Both sides became equal. So this is only this value 3, x is equal to 3 is called as solution or root of the equation. It is called as solution or root of the equation. We will next talk about properties of an equation. Properties of an equation. What is it? Means this is not some number system in which I am discussing properties. These are the rules. These are the rules of the operation. Okay. The general operations which take place while we are going to solve any equation, means any linear equation or any other equation, any quadratic, any equation we are going to solve, we will be needing all these properties. Okay, these are some operational rules. Okay, so let's start with number 1. What is it? Number 1, when we are adding we can add the same number on both the sides of an equation, and guess what? The value of the equation will not change. Suppose I had an equation which is 2x minus 10 is equal to 10, right? 2x minus 10 is equal to 10. Suppose I have added 10 on both the sides, and when I'm adding, I'm writing that step into red pen. So 2x minus 10 was already there, right? I am adding plus 10 over here is equal to 10, and I'm adding one more 10 over here because I've added 10 on both the sides. You see, plus 10 will get cancelled. I did nothing to the equation. I just adjusted the equation. I did nothing to the equation. The value will not change. Okay, the equation will not change. Nothing will be there. No change will be there. Okay, so this is the rule number 1. If we are adding the same number on both the sides of the equation, okay, that is no problem, and the value of the equation even will not change. Number 2, when we are going to subtract, we can subtract same number. Addition has to be, it has to be same number. Subtraction also same number. Same number has to be subtracted from both the sides. Okay, let's take an equation. I have an equation which says 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so we're told that subtracting the same number. So let's subtract 10. 3x plus 5 minus 10 is equal to 0 minus 10. Okay, so the equation is 3x plus sorry, it's 3x plus 5 minus 10 is 3x minus 5 is equal to minus 10. So this is your new equation, but the value of the equation have it didn't change. The value of the equation is same. Here also you see, here what was the value of the equation, what was the root? X equal to minus 5 by 3, isn't it? Plus 5 will be coming on this side, so it's minus 5, and 3x, 3 will come down if you go to isolate. So x equal to minus 5 by 3.